Hi, it's David Ostriker here. Motzei Shabbos. I apologize we missed the sixth night. And Shabbos Miketz. Everything just collapsed on us and we didn't get to do the recording. I'm going to give you a double quote tonight as a reward. The first one, you need to guess who it was and who he said it to. Mr. President, I wish to tell you something personal, not about me, but about my generation. What you have just heard about the Jewish people's inherent rights to the land of Israel may seem academic to you, theoretical, but not to my generation. To my generation of Jews, these eternal bonds are indisputable and incontrovertible truths, as old as recorded time. They touch upon the very core of our national being. Ours is an almost biblical generation of suffering and courage. Ours is a generation of destruction and redemption. Ours is a generation that rose up from a bottomless pit of hell. We were a helpless people, Mr. President. We were bled white. Not once, not twice, but century after century, over and over again. We lost a third of our people in one generation, mine. 1.5 million of them were children, ours. No one came to our rescue. We were tertiated, Mr. President. Tertiated, not decimated. The origin of the word decimation is 1 in 10. When a Roman legion was found guilty of insubordination, 1 in 10 was put to the sword. In our case, it was 1 in 3. Tertiated, sir. I take an oath before you, in the name of the Jewish people, this will never happen again. Think about this while I'm lighting, and after I'm done lighting, I have a very modern quote to read to you.
Say brocha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kadoshanu b'mitzvah v'tzivonu v'hadlik ner shel Chanukah.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nesim l'avotenu b'yamim ha'hem bizman hazeh.
Amen.
It's the 7th night of Hanukkah, and it's a joyful time. We spent Shabbos with family, with nephews, nieces, and it was wonderful here in the north of Israel. And I'm very thankful for it. And Hanukkah celebrates a miraculous victory, the few over the many, the righteous over the wicked. And would that it was the last battle we fought for our survival and for our rights and for our sovereignty. But it's not. It continues. Here in the north, they recently discovered tunnels that were aimed at causing havoc for us. After Shabbos ended, and my wife and I were home alone, I was looking at my emails and my Facebook. And on the Facebook was a note from a young guy I knew in Toronto. He came here. He strengthened himself to his greatest ability and enrolled in the IDF, enlisted. And he's among the elite forces today. Jordan writes, it's really, to me, touches so close to the Maccabees themselves. Family is something that every lone soldier has to sacrifice when making Aliyah. Since the age of 18, I've had to face all of life's challenges alone. For the past 4 months, with the Sarayat Golani, I've woken up every morning to get my ass kicked and screamed at in Hebrew all day long. It's easily been some of the hardest 4 months of my life. So many times I felt that I don't have what it takes to be here. So many times I felt that I was going to have to drop from my own unit. It's an elite commando unit. I couldn't cope with reality. I was so stagnant. But this week we graduated Tiranot, completing the course. Although it's only a small milestone from things to come, taking off my shoulder tags has acted as a boost of stimulus. Because if I can conquer every obstacle I have had thus far, I can conquer all. I think if you put these two quotes together, you have an understanding of what it is to be a Jew, to be an Israeli, the value of it, and the confidence that I have in both of these quotes, that Israel will continue in its mission, in its role that God has chosen for us to succeed. So thank you, Jordan, and thank you, the author of the first quote, and thank you all for listening. I wish you a happy and inspired Hanukkah. David Ostriker and Karmi'El.